What if the first signs of menopause aren't what you've been told to expect? Not hot flashes, not missed periods, but things like waking up 3 in the morning for no reason or crying over something random. And one minute you're feeling totally fine until suddenly you're not. For a lot of women, that's how it starts. Quiet, sneaky, and confusing. This video is about 3 things most women wish they'd known before menopause started. Not the dramatic stuff, just the strange, quiet signs that show up early and don't get recognized. Things like how perimenopause doesn't always come with hot flashes, as most women think, or how most doctors miss it completely. So if you're in your late 30s and 40s and you've started to notice changes in your cycle, in your sleep, in your mood, this might help you understand what's really going on. I've also created a free resource, the Menopause Symptoms Relief Cheat Sheet, which is linked in the description below. It lays out what actually helps with these symptoms. Perimenopause can start earlier than most women think. For some, it starts in the late 30s or early 40s, and it rarely looks how we imagine it to be. It's not always hot flashes or missed periods. It's joint pain, brain fog, random anxiety, trouble sleeping, bloating, a shorter fuse, things that seem unrelated until you step back and you see the big picture. Maybe you've gone from sleeping 8 hours to waking up every night at 2 a.m. Maybe your PMS is suddenly intense or caffeine makes you jittery, whereas it didn't before. Even things like feeling overwhelmed in crowded places or snapping at your partner for nothing at all of this is hormonal, but no one really tells you that. So what helps? Start paying attention, not just to your period, but everything around it. Your sleep, your digestion, your mood, your energy. You don't need an app to do this. You can just take notes in a notebook or in your phone. And after a couple of weeks, you'll start to see a pattern. And that makes everything clearer. It's not really about fixing it. It's more about noticing what's going on. Because when you notice a pattern, you'll stop blaming yourself. And that brings us to something a lot of women run into next, and it can be just as frustrating. A lot of women go to the doctor with these symptoms and walk out with nothing helpful, no help at all. One's told it's just stress, another one gets antidepressants, a third one is sent for thyroid tests, but none of them hear the word perimenopause. And that's a common thing. Medical training on menopause is still very limited. And if your period is still happening, most doctors don't look any further. But if your body feels off, it's worth paying attention to. Here's a list of symptoms that might surprise you. PMS that's stronger or totally unpredictable. Periods that are heavier or suddenly light. More anxiety. Random irritation, brain fog, breast tenderness, dry skin, UTIs that keep coming back, vaginal dryness, tingling limbs, emotions that feel louder than they used to, like anger, sadness, even joy. All of these can be part of perimenopause. Even if your blood work is normal and if you do go to the doctors, you want to take notes with you. It's going to help your doctor take you seriously. And if they still dismiss it, it's okay to see another doctor. You deserve to be heard. And then there's the emotional part, something that doesn't show up in any blood test, but hits just as hard. This one's not talked about enough. Sometimes when things start changing, there's a quiet grief, a sadness. Even if you're ready for this phase, it still feels like something's shifting and you didn't choose it. You might feel emotional for no clear reason. You miss the version of you who had more energy. You wonder who you are becoming now. It's not dramatic. It's just this background sense that the ground under your feet is shifting. So what helps? Just naming it, saying to yourself, this is a transition. Because it's not just physical, it's emotional, psychological, personal, and you're not being dramatic. You are responding to a change. You want to write it down, say it out loud, share it with your friends and family, and you want to read other women's stories. Listen to their experiences. It helps. just knowing you are not the only one. And that's the part why these videos exist. So if this feels familiar and you're wondering what you can do now, here are 6 small steps that can help. Simplify your morning. If you wake up irritable or tired, you don't want to overload yourself first thing in the morning. You want to start slow. Give yourself the space. The second one is adding magnesium. It can help with sleep, cramps, anxiety, and digestion, but make sure to check with your doctor before you start. The third one is eating more protein. A bit more protein, especially early in the morning, like in your breakfast, can help stabilize your blood sugar, your mood, and your energy. The fourth is to move your body gently, walking, stretching, strength training, which is really good. The fifth one is you want to skip the punishment mindset. Your body's already doing a lot. And sixth one is ease up on caffeine and alcohol. Not all or nothing. Just a little less can sometimes help with sleep, anxiety, and digestion. None of this is a fix, but it gives your body a little support through the noise and the shifting it's going through. So if things feel off lately and you're thinking it could be perimenopause, it's worth noticing. It doesn't mean something's wrong, but something might be shifting. And if you want practical help with these symptoms, you can download the Menopause Symptoms Relief Cheat Sheet, which is linked in the description below. And I hope you found this helpful. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.